Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fellow bushcrafters, and my fellow Americans. Going to shoot a short video today. It certainly isn't fancy, and it's not going to be pretty because I'm in it. At any rate, we're going to do a little EDC. We're not going to give a lot of stats. We're just going to show what's up, what some of my choices are. Going to discuss a little bit about perhaps responsibility and taking things into consideration before you decide to do some of these on an everyday basis, if you so choose. And we're just going to look at what I got. Doesn't make it any better than anybody else's. It's just something that I made the choice at the time. I've become comfortable with it and decided to make it part of my EDC routine. I'll quit looking at myself in the camera. Watch this beautiful editing. How about that? That's awesome. Now we'll go in here and we'll open up. Look at that. I highly recommend a bandana. Doesn't matter what color it is. They're just a very handy item, keeping the cold off your neck, keeping stuff out of your face. Tourniquet, God forbid if you need one. And of course, well, you can honk your horn in it. I try not to do that to mine. I'm a neck knife boy. I would suggest that you keep that curly tail tucked in your shirt so that it does not become a weapon somebody can use against you. But it's also something that most people don't realize that you have. And on that, I have a little minimalist CRT. It's not the best steel in the world. It's certainly not the most expensive. But you talk about a handy little knife. That little knife fits my big bear paws and allows me to do a lot of things. I use it daily. Got the little neck knife sheath on it. I've added a striker. And one of the ferrule rods, one of the small ones. Oh, of course I'm going to forget the dadgum name of the thing. They're a little expensive. It's Exotac Nano Striker XL. But they seal. It's water resistant. Has its own striker with it. Pretty handy for going around your neck. I just decided to carry that. It's a little heavy on the price, but it is a good product. That's something I added. In a pinch, it could actually be used as an arrowhead. It's also very important in survival situations to maintain a positive attitude. And that's a little promise keeper, a little reminder to me of who's in charge, my personal beliefs. I have chosen the Subcompact Mod 2. It's a double stack weapon. This is in 45 ACP. Carry it pocket. For the pocket, I've chosen this particular holster. It's a good pocket carry holster. Covers the trigger. Everything is covered. And you don't have to worry about anything getting hooked in it. If you don't carry anything else in the pocket with it, which you should not, you won't have to worry about it. I went ahead and used a magazine pouch, and I carry 2 extra full magazines. You can't have too much. I'm a big fan of Victorinox. My grandchildren are on the internet, and I'm up here at my site, and I cannot find the name of this knife. There's one that's serrated, one that's not. Corporal's Corner uses it. I use it. Fantastic little locking blade knife. Has a lot of deals. I also carry the Swiss Champ. I recommend Victorinox. If it's not in Victorinox, it's not for me. That's your choice. The Champ is just that. It's heavy. It's a big knife, but boy, it's got, if you need it and you ain't got it on there, you probably don't. You can live without it. I carry this little nail clipper. It's a handy little device. Again, Captain Overkill Strikes. You can buy these. They're cheaper made. I highly recommend a P38. So in other words, I've got what? At least 3 ways to open a can on here. Well, it looks at me, I'm not going to go hungry. Little flashlight. You can't have too many flashlights. I can't remember. This is wore off. I've had this forever. And you can pick them up at gas stations and convenience stores. And I got this one in my local grocery store. And they're about 5 or 6, between $5 and $7. And they run on little tiny watch batteries. And they're just a handy little thing to have. For those of you that are in need of reading glasses, I'll have to look it up. If you want to know, leave a comment and I'll try to look it up. I got these at Academy. They sell them at different places, but they fold up. This case is virtually indestructible, and for a fella like me, that's what you need. I recommend several ways of starting fire. I carry a nice lighter that is refillable, as well as a ferro rod. I've chosen the Rofus R3. It has the swivel head. You can find videos on this baby. Magnet tail, button operation. So far, it's been a real handy light. We've bought 4 of these lights. One of them was a lemon. The customer service was impeccable. I still have the old light that doesn't work. I sent a video of what the light was doing to them by email. They sent me a brand new light, no questions asked. Very pleased with that. I also carry the little low light. Now this will clip right on your hat. I use this thing every stinking day. And that is the 3T EOS. It is a AA battery. That's an 18650 for the Rofus, by the way. And just super handy. You just, light and fire are pretty important. Conceal and carry is a choice, and it's going to vary by law, by your state. I suggest that you follow your state laws. It's not for everybody. Do not go out, grab a weapon, don't shoot it, and stick it in your pocket. Learn to use it. Practice, practice, practice. It's muscle memory. You need to shoot that thing at least twice a month, at least, and that's after you're comfortable with it. Get out and run everything through it. You run some more expensive ammos sometimes. I do. I'm old school. I run the old Hydroshock. Is that going to feed through your weapon? Is it going to cycle? You need to run several boxes through that weapon to make darn sure. Now, you can plink with some round ball ammo or whatever else you choose to do, but you make, by God, sure that weapon is going to feed and do what you wish it to do. All right, that's my preaching on that. But if it is for you, then and you're doing it correctly, then you understand the ramifications of being a sheepdog and the importance of it. We have sheep and we have sheepdogs, people. It's the way God made us. All right, I think that's about it for today. It's raining out there, and it's kind of cold and nasty, and it's an arthritic fibromyalgic day, and I thought, well, I'll shoot a indoor EDC video and see how that flies. Later on, I will probably get into more depth if you want to see it. There's plenty of videos out there. I mean, there's some great videos on the flashlights. I'm not going to be able to tell you anything else they can't. If you want me to, ask. I'll see what I can come up with. And be glad to help you out. But I just want to give you a quick rundown on some of the stuff I carry. And hopefully some of the reasons why. And I'll stop rambling. If you have any questions, ask me. You guys have a great day. God bless you. Happy bushcrafting.